What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. I forgot to tell you guys happy Tuesday. I'm sorry. It's cold all over the United States, and everybody's feeling it. I'm about to say feeling the heat, but that's the wrong choice of words. But you know what I'm saying? Shit, people are freezing their nuts off. Anyway, listen. Speaking about cold, I'm going to introduce you to a cold-hearted person, in my opinion. Boom, let's put her up here. This young lady is Ashanti Davis, age 25, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Shout out, Milwaukee. And this woman's locked up. And rightfully so, because she's a dumbass. And this woman right here, ladies and gentlemen, organized a hit on an on-again, off-again boyfriend. Remember that, on-again, off-again, because that's one of the things that plays a vital role in the story I'm about to tell you. This guy's name is Burnell Hall, age 29. This guy is a father of 3. None of them are her kids. And he got one on the way. So he's about to have 4 babies. 29 years old, right? This woman, ladies and gentlemen, was caught. Well, she's arrested and accused of arranging this man's killing. And she implicated herself on a jail-recorded line. How stupid can you be? Take a look at this story, because there's a lot more to this story. And I'm going to read you an article after I show you this video that fills in a lot of the gaps of questions that a lot of people have. But either way, this is stupid as can be. And I honestly believe that part of this is the victim's fault. We're not going to put it all on one person. Take a look and I'll explain why.
New at 9, a Milwaukee family wants justice after police say their loved one was killed in a murder-for-hire plot this past November.
Fox 6's Bria Jones joins us here with how investigators say this plot was revealed on jailhouse recordings.
That's right, Ben and Kim. Prosecutors have now charged 25-year-old Ashanti Davis with solicitation of first-degree intentional homicide. Now the search is on for whoever pulled the trigger, killing Burnell Hall.
She was obsessed with wanting to have a child by him.
A fatal attraction is what Nicole Hall says cut her son Burnell Hall's life short at 29. His on and off again girlfriend, 25-year-old Ashanti Davis, is now accused of arranging his killing.
I had told him like 9 months ago, you need to stop communicating with her. She wasn't right.
Hall's worst nightmare came true on November 1st. Milwaukee police say her son, Burnell Hall, was gunned down near 87th and Carmen just after 1 in the morning behind this building. His sister, Diane, rushing to the scene.
But I see the yellow tape. So then that's how I know, he was gone.
According to the criminal complaint, Davis told them she and Hall were in a parked car when 2 masked men tried to rob them. She said as she ran away, she heard a single gunshot. Prosecutors say the robbery was fake and she arranged the shooting.
Asking her, what happened? She got, this evil look on her face. No remorse.
Hall was a father of 3 with 1 on the way.
I hate it because I never had a chance with my dad. Due to just my dad not being a dad. But he's actually a dad.
Davis was linked to the crime with phone calls with an incarcerated man she was dating. Officers played back a call where Davis said, quote, got a cat to kill the rat. When questioned, investigators say she fumbled to explain.
I knew that she would end up getting caught because she don't know how to stop talking. I knew she would incriminate her own self.
Tonight, Milwaukee police are still searching for the unknown suspects. If you know anything, police want you to give them a call.
Guys, let me read you this article by Fox 6 real quick that has a lot more information about what led up to this woman being where she's at and this guy dead, may he rest in peace. And it reads as follows. Milwaukee homicide, woman accused of arranging man's killing. The brief. This is some of the stuff. A man was shot and killed on Milwaukee's north side in November. I forgot to add that in the intro. Prosecutors accuse a woman of arranging to have the man killed. Detectives reviewed phone calls she had with an inmate at a correctional institution as part of the investigation. Now watch this. A man was fatally shot on Milwaukee's North Side in November. Now a woman is accused of arranging to have him killed. Prosecutors charged 25-year-old Ashanti Davis with solicitation of first-degree intentional homicide, and her cash bond was set at $100,000 on Saturday. Court filings did not identify the shooter. Now we go down to the shooting. The shooting happened near 87th and Carmen in November. Milwaukee police were called to the scene around 1:20 a.m. on November 1st. When they got there, they found the 32-year-old victim shot. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Court filings said 3 bullet casings were found near the victim's body. The medical examiner's office ruled that his cause of death, a homicide due to multiple gunshot wounds. Now we go to the investigation. Prosecutor says Davis spoke to police at the scene. According to a criminal complaint, she said she was in an on-again, off-again relationship with the victim. She said that they had just gotten out of the car when 2 masked men told them to lie down and empty their pockets. She said she heard 1 gunshot and the men ran away. Davis gave detectives her phone number. Prosecutors said research into the phone number revealed phone calls that led a detective to believe Davis had arranged to have the victim killed during a fake robbery. The complaint states Davis received multiple phone calls from an inmate at a correctional institution. Investigators determined Davis and the inmate were in an ongoing romantic relationship. These phone calls included October 28th. And this is before he was killed. October 28th, Davis told the man, baby daddy, boom, pop, bow. So they do have a kid. October 29th, Davis said, got a cat to kill the rat, and explained she had to speak in riddles because the call is monitored. October 31st, Davis said it's going to happen real soon, and she was trying to get an expletive put on the floor. I don't know what that means. It just says expletive. November 1st, roughly 12 hours after the homicide, Davis said they killed him and people think Davis had something to do with it. She said she felt bad and the man told her, listen to this, that's what you wanted. Davis then said, why would you say that on a recorded call? Detectives interviewed Davis on December 30th. Court filing says she denied setting up the homicide or the robbery. Detectives played a recording of the phone call in which she said she got a cat to kill the rat. She acknowledged it was her voice, but denied she was referring to a homicide. She fumbled with explaining what the call was about, if not the homicide. Jesus Christ. Hey, now, that cleared up a lot of stuff. The media story made it like she was infatuated with having a baby by him, but it never said that they did have a child together. That said they had a child together. Baby daddy gone. Why is she calling him baby daddy if he ain't got a kid by her? Either way, listen. I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna say this. Let me just say this real fast. You killed somebody that you once loved or cared about. Now they said the relationship was on again, off again. And I think this whole situation has something to do with, because remember, they said he has a baby on the way and they had the new baby mom sitting up there with his belly distended with a child in it. His mother told him, hey, get away from her. Why are you in the car with her 1 o'clock in the morning, posted up somewhere in a parking lot when you're supposed to be away from her? You got a baby already on the way. That need to be your priority. Why the fuck you dealing with this chick, this ex-chick? I'm gonna tell you something. Guys only deal with chicks like that when there's still ass in play. See, I'm gonna tell you something, ladies. A man will deal with you as long as the ultimate prize is on the table, you giving yourself to him in submission, even though you know he don't want to be with you or not, or you think that's gonna keep him. We all did that as men. Let's keep it real. Trust me, I done strung chicks along before. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I was younger and they keep giving up the ass, I would still mess with them. knowing it ain't gonna be nothing between me and them, but you don't ever know when you doing that and doing all of that stuff for the, coochie, it's pain in the heart. It might not be yours, but you got to remember, women don't think like men. You know what I'm saying? A lot of their feelings come from inside, where a lot of ours come from outside, from what we see and what we deal with. Women don't think like men, and men don't think like women. That's one of the big disconnects we got out here, and that's why we got a lot of problems with domestic violence and things like that. Because men think everybody feels and thinks like they do. We don't. Same thing with women nowadays. It's a difference in the sexes for a reason, and that keeps the balance in the universe for us to maintain and build together. This guy right here made a fatal flaw and it cost him his life. She had a dude that was locked up that she was talking to. He's locked up, but you in the car with him. You in the car with this other guy while he's locked up. You talking about that crime on thing. You knew it was a recorded line. Why the fuck you even talking to him about it? It's none of his business because he wasn't involved in you in it. See the game? She's stupid. She's stupid. Mom said, hey, I told him, get away from her. She infatuated with having a kid by you. I don't know what this is about. Maybe things turned sour when it was realized he had a new girlfriend and she was with child. Either way, man, this is some crazy ass shit. And I think a lot of this goes back to people not knowing their own worth. There are a lot of women out here right now that are chasing men that don't want them. When I was younger, I was 19 years old. I'll never forget it. The guy told me, he said, man, let me tell you something. A lot of women want men that offer them nothing. And you see it nowadays. He said, and it's going to get worse. He said, by the time you're my age, which I am around the time now, he said, watch how women act and watch what they go after. They go after a bunch of crazy shit. Know your self-worth. Seriously. This guy has 3 kids, 4 kids now. And affairs of the heart took him out of here. They laid these people on the ground. She went along with it, and they shot him up. How come they ain't shoot you up? You was a witness. See, the game looks stupid. Media said when they came and robbed him, she ran away. Ain't nobody letting nobody run off. Especially nowadays with the way people are cold-hearted. The whole thing don't sound right. And then, a lot of times nowadays, people that do crooked shit can't explain themselves and sound believable. So they was already on her, I'm guessing, after the first interview. If a lot of you guys used to watch First 48, they be diligent. They look at body language, the way you move, how your voice fluctuate, and everything else. What did they say in this article? Here's your proof right here. When they interrogated her, it says, when questioned, investigators say she fumbled to explain. Oh, that's my voice. But, that's not what I meant. Come on, man. Come on. You got to know your worth out here. That's why, you guys, a lot of guys, like I tell my kids, if you have daughters, you have to be there. I mean, sons too. But especially daughters. I'm more than sure I would be curious to know what her family upbringing was and if her father was in her life. Because any woman with self-respect would be like, okay, I'm out after I found out he had a kid with somebody else. But like nowadays, it's not like that. It's like, man, people will put their feelings aside because they want what they want and they'll get something that's not good for them. Do I know if this guy was a bad guy or anything like that? No. I don't know if he's a bad guy, but his mom told him to leave her alone. And my thing with him is, why the fuck you in the car with her in the middle of the night when your priorities should be somewhere else? And if she's the old, leave her in the past and focus on the new. This baby that's coming, this child's coming into the world and will not know his father. Then she up here dealing with dudes in jail and talking about the case to them, and the motherfucker say, well, this is what you wanted. That one phrase fucked her up. So you dealing with a dude, and all of a sudden, it got you where you are. Because you can't explain it, because you couldn't stop bragging. Did you hear what the mom said? Yeah, she likes to talk about herself. She like to talk. We not surprised. She tell every damn thing. Boom, look where you at now. Shameful. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Listen, men, women, period. When you younger, you got younger people, tell these people they are somebody. And they don't have to put themselves in a position to where, you know, their mind gets away from them and they do some of the stupidest stuff, all because of love. We see this a lot with domestic violence, with guys tearing girls out the frame and all kind of other stuff because they can't get out of their own fucking head. Everybody's individual. At the end of the day, you go in the coffin by yourself. All them people that's acting like they gonna cry and love you and falling out and stuff, they could touch your body and change places with you and they go in the dirt and you come back to life, they wouldn't do it. Everybody's somebody. So be somebody and know your worth. See you in the next video. Take care.